Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and explore how the power of 360-degree vision is rapidly scaling. We're talking about everything from the newest consumer cameras you can throw in a backpack, all the way up to massive AI training simulators. We're actually moving away from a world where we only see what's directly in front of us to a world where our technology can see absolutely everything, all at once. We have a really incredible journey mapped out today. We're going to cover the new 360 camera wars, immersive viewing in VR, drones saving real lives, the omnidirectional data problem, and finally, we're going to step inside the AirSim 360 simulator.
Section 1. The new 360 camera wars.
Let's start with something you can actually hold in your hand. 2025 is shaping up to be an absolute battlefield for consumer 360 cameras. And really, why do we even care about 360 cameras in the first place? Well, the beauty of capturing a full spherical view is that you can actually reframe your shots after the fact. Traditional action cams, they limit you to a fixed perspective. You point, you shoot, and you just kind of hope you caught the action. But with 360, those limitations are entirely gone, meaning you never miss a crucial angle. You just capture the whole world and decide what to look at later.
And the hardware battle happening right now is wild. On one side, you've got the new GoPro Max 2, bringing true 8K resolution to the table for an incredibly competitive $499. But then DJI takes a totally different approach with the Osmo 360. They're using these highly efficient 1.11-inch square sensors. This avoids wasted sensor space, giving you a really impressive 100-minute battery life. And that directly contrasts with Insta360's X5, which uses a 1.128-inch rectangular setup. They all have their unique strengths, but the hardware is just pushing boundaries across the board. Ultimately, the core philosophy driving all of this hardware is simply seeing everything at once. This ability to perceive an entire environment in a single moment without ever physically moving the camera introduces this really powerful concept called you only move once. It's a fundamental principle, and we're going to see it pay off massively a bit later when we look at autonomous machines.
Section 2, Immersive Viewing in VR. So let's say you've captured this stunning, true 8K spherical video of your latest adventure. How do you actually step inside of it to experience it properly? Well, getting that massive footage onto something like a MetaQuest 3 takes a little elbow grease, but it's totally worth it. Mobile apps just aren't powerful enough yet, so you'll process it in a desktop studio. You want to export it in the H.265 format at around 80 megabits per second. That preserves the crisp detail without making the file unmanageable. Then you physically transfer it via USB, put your headset on, and manually select the 360 immersive view right inside the Meta file system.
Now, you might be wondering, why go through all that? Why not just upload it to YouTube? While uploading to YouTube is for sure easier for sharing with friends, native playback directly from the headset's internal storage is absolutely the best way to experience uncompromised 8K resolution. YouTube VR streaming enforces this brutal internet compression that really degrades the immersive quality of these high-res files. If you truly want to revisit a memory, native playback is the way to go.
Section 3. Drones Saving Real Lives. Let's pivot from consumer entertainment to something much more critical. We're going to see how this complete spatial awareness scales up when the stakes are literally life or death. In search and rescue operations, these omnidirectional drones are absolute game changers. We're talking about rapid 60-second deployment times. They feature IP45 weather resistance to fly in rain or dust and have extended 55-minute flight times. These drones cover vast, dangerous areas infinitely faster and safer than a ground crew ever could. Specifically, drones like the Total Evo i2 paired with high-resolution 640 by 512 thermal imaging essentially become an omnidirectional eye in the sky. They can find a missing person in complete darkness or out in dense forest terrain just by picking up their body heat. And the best part? They do this at a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the time of deploying a manned helicopter. That is a massive advantage for emergency response teams. Section 4. The omnidirectional data problem. Okay, so we've seen what humans can do with 360 vision, but if we want autonomous AI drones to navigate these complex environments entirely on their own, they need data, a lot of it. And here's the rub. While traditional, flat perspective images are everywhere on the internet, true 360-degree data with pixel-perfect annotations is incredibly rare. You just can't scrape the web for it. Plus, manually labeling every single pixel in a spherical image so an AI understands it, that's virtually impossible. This data bottleneck has severely stalled the progress of spatial AI. To solve this, researchers are essentially simulating reality. They take a system that renders 6 distinct cube images, so front, back, left, right, up, and down, and then seamlessly stitches them together directly on the GPU.
They use a render hardware interface to make sure lighting and textures remain perfectly consistent across all 6 faces, with 0 lag. All that complex mathematical stitching ultimately creates what's known as an equal rectangular projection, or ERP. If you've ever looked at a flat, unwrapped map of the Earth, you've seen an ERP. It compresses that entire 3D spherical view into a continuous 2D rectangular map. This allows AI computer vision models to digest the entire worldview in one single image frame. Section 5. Inside the AirSim 360 Simulator.
So how do we actually generate enough of these specialized ERP maps to teach an AI how to fly? To do this at scale, researchers completely bypassed physical reality and built an incredible virtual world. Meet AirSim 360. It's a massive 4D simulation platform built on the stunning Unreal Engine 5. The sheer fidelity here is mind-blowing. It was designed from the ground up to train omnidirectional drones, providing AI with pixel-perfect depth mapping and semantic labeling. That means the AI doesn't just see colored pixels. It perfectly understands what is a tree, what is a building, and what is empty sky.
And this training isn't just happening in one empty digital room. AirSim 360 has generated over 60,000 panoramic samples across incredibly diverse, physically consistent worlds. We're talking about everything from sprawling 800,000 square meter open city parks to hyperdense New York City blocks. The AI gets to practice flying in all of these environments before it ever touches a real propeller. But a static city isn't very realistic, right? The real world is filled with moving people. So the simulator utilizes an interactive pedestrian-aware system, or IPAS. It drops autonomous digital humans into the simulation. They greet each other, chat, check their phones, and walk around. This gives the drone highly accurate 3D skeletal data, so it actually learns not to crash into a distracted pedestrian. And this brings us right back to our seed concept. By feeding this massive 360-degree synthetic dataset into advanced vision language models, the AI achieves you-only-move-once decision-making. Think about it. A normal drone has to physically spin its camera around to see where it can go. A panoramic drone instantly perceives its entire surroundings. It calculates the optimal, safest path in a split second without needing to rotate or explore. It just moves. From the GoPro tucked in your backpack capturing vacation memories, to the AI models autonomously navigating virtual simulations of New York City, 360-degree perception is rapidly changing everything. It gives machines the context of a whole environment in a single glance. So the question I really want to leave you with is this. As spatial intelligence gives machines a perfect omnidirectional understanding of their surroundings, how will this technology ultimately redefine your relationship with the physical world around you? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep looking in all directions.